see.
Okay.
Great. Hi, everyone. I'm Mike Brown. I'm heading off this session for um, our group, the ICG, and we have Svetlana with us today from DataTile, a research analytics platform. Um, she's going to help us, it certainly sounds like help us a lot, because talking about the burden of our work, particularly with quantitative data, and trying to ease that burden by using their platform. A quick reminder, if you have any questions during the session, we'll try and keep it as close to 30 minutes as possible. If you could type your questions into the chat, and at the end, if we've got time, we might switch your audio back on. If you have got your audio on, not on mute, could you please put it on mute, please, so we don't get any background noise during the session. And then I will ask the questions from the chat, or perhaps get you to do it. But to start with, let's get your slides on screen, Svetlana, and let's get going.
Um, okay,
Yep,
here
that's
we
great.
are. I'm switching to the demonstration mode, and now you should see the entire slide. Is it correct, right? Okay, hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with the ICG community. Before we dive into the data, I want to ask you a quick question. Just drop yes in the chat. How many of you have recently spent Sunday evening wrestling with PowerPoint, formatting charts, fixing broken alignments, or rerunning a cross topic just because a client sent a last minute request for one more look at the data? And I completely feel your pain. As an independent consultant, your true value, your product, is your expertise and your strategic insights. Yet, so much of your unbilled time gets swallowed by manual grunt work. We call it the PowerPoint trap, a place where static reports limit your time, your energy, and ultimately your earning potential. My name is Svetlana Dasuma, and I'm the Client Success Director at DataTile. My entire career has been rooted in market research. I've worked both on the agency side and the client side, so I know exactly how frustrating it is when data processing steals time away from strategic consultancy. At DataTile, our mission is simple. We want to automate the heavy lifting of data management so you can focus on what you do best. We've built a specialized analytics and reporting hub that replaces a massive workflow of scattered spreadsheets, SPSS files, and slide decks with a single, highly professional digital environment. Today to just show you, I'm not here just to show you slides about software. In fact, we're going to move beyond the slide deck. In the next 30 minutes, we will look at the hidden demand for interactive data and why clients fall in love with dashboards the moment they see their own numbers in them. Then we will do a live under the hood demo where I will transform a raw data set into a fully interactive dashboard in mere minutes. I'm excited to announce that the ICG members will receive an exclusive sneak peek at our new solo professional tier. Additionally, we have a special gift for everyone attending the webinar. So today, let's challenge the way we've always done things. Let's shift our mindset away from those static PowerPoint slides for a moment and look at how we can future-proof your consultancy and deliver the high-end value your clients are looking for. Let's dive in. Let's start with something we all care about, our time. As independent consultants, time is literally our money. But there is a huge time vampire in our industry, and that is post-project requests. You know exactly how it goes. You deliver a beautiful PowerPoint report. The client loves it. But the next morning, they text you, hey, this is great, but can we see the exact same charts, but only for women aged 20 to 35 living in London? Or can you run this again but exclude teenagers? Suddenly, you're back in your data files, rerunning tables, copying and pasting new charts into slides, or doing other unbuilt work. With an interactive dashboard, this problem simply disappears. If the client wants to see young women in London, they don't email you. They just click two filters on the screen and the whole dashboard updates in 2 seconds. But it gets better. What happens if you find a mistake in your ways after you deliver 50 slides? Or what if the client changes their target audience definition at the last moment? The PowerPoint you have in PowerPoint you have to rebuild everything from scratch. In DataTile, you fix the formula or change the weights in one place, and the entire dashboard recalculates instantly. And if they ask for 5 separate reports for 5 different regions, you don't spend your weekend copying slides. You just duplicate the dashboard or use filters. You protect your time and you stop doing manual grunt work. Now let's talk about a classic researcher nightmare, version control. We have all seen files named like reports version 1, reports version 2 final, reports version 3 updated, waits. It is messy and it's dangerous because people get confused. A dashboard eliminates this completely. It is a single link, a single source of truth for you and your client. But there is another huge benefit, total transparency. Imagine you're on a live Zoom call presenting your results. Suddenly, a senior stakeholder asks a tough question. Wait, how exactly did you calculate those 14% on slide 12? If you are using PowerPoint, panic sets up. You have to open your raw Excel files, look at your SPSS scripts. You try to reverse engineer your own formula under pressure. With an interactive dashboard, there is no black box. Right there, during the meeting, you can drill down into any chart. You can click it, see the exact logic, and apply a live filter. This builds absolute trust. It shows the clients that you have 100% control over every single number. Now, let's talk about how our clients think. In my experience, clients usually fall into two categories, deductive and inductive. Deductive clients want the big picture first. They want actionable insights, key learnings, and they want them fast. They don't care about 50 pages of charts. They just want to know what to do next. Inductive clients are the exact opposite. They love data, they want to dig into the numbers, read every single crosstab, and come with their own conclusions. As researchers, this creates a huge headache. To make both types happy, we end up doing double work. We write short executive summary for the first group, and then we build a massive, heavy Excel file or an 80-slide appendix for the second group. It's exhausting. An interactive dashboard solves this perfectly with just one single deliverable. On the first page, your deductive client gets the top line results and clear visual insights. But right next to it, your inductive client can click, filter, dive deeper into the data. You satisfy both styles of thinking at the same time without wasting days moving numbers from Excel into PowerPoint. Let's look at how our deliverables change our value. When you spend days moving numbers from SPSS into Excel and then into PowerPoint, you act as a data processor. When you deliver a static slide deck, the client subconsciously sees you as a technical supplier. They think they are paying for your manual hours, which strictly limits how much you can charge. But with DataTile, you automate the heavy lifting and create a smart digital ecosystem. Suddenly, your status changes. You move from the execution basket into the strategy basket. You look like a solution architect. And here is where the real magic happens. Once your client sees how easy it is for their internal teams to use the interactive portal, they will want more. They will start asking you to upload everything there, their past studies, their in-house tracking database, and even non-survey data. You stop being just a researcher for one-off project. You become the guardian of their knowledge base and the go-to strategic partner for meta-analysis across all your research. You deliver big agency power while keeping your solo business lean and highly profitable. Finally, let's talk about competitive advantage. Today, clients expect high-tech solutions. They want interactive tools that they usually get from global agencies with huge teams of developers and data engineers. As solo professionals, we don't have those resources, but with DataTile, you get the exact same big agency feel. You deliver a premium, beautifully branded dashboard, but you build it yourself in a few clicks. There is especially powerful. Uh, this is especially powerful for complex projects like syndication studies or ad testing or brand trackers. Usually, a PowerPoint report for a tracker studies is look and forget. It dies in a folder. A dashboard, however, becomes a live digital asset. You can combine multiple waves of research into one single knowledge hub. This asset stays on your client's desktop for months. They use it every week, and every single time they open it, they see your logo and your brand. This creates incredible client retention. They will never want to go back to static PDF files from other freelancers because you made their life too comfortable. So those are five points I would want to share with you. So they are the answer to the question why people actually want a dashboard instead of the PowerPoint slide. So now take a look at the examples, exact examples of the dashboards we built for demonstration purposes. They are based on different types of data. Some of these are dummy data, some of these real life projects. So let's take a look. I'll need to switch to another screen now. Just hold on a second. Let me open the first dashboard, the first example. And please do let me know if you can see my screen. Yeah, so here we are. Okay, so the first example is the retail bank customer survey. It's a customer satisfaction study for a retail bank, and it's a great example of handling multiple segments, touch points, and products. As you can see, there is a navigation panel here. It consists of several tabs, which each of the tabs reflects a step in the customer journey stage. So let's take a look at how it works. So you can see there are filters at the top of the dashboard, and you can apply several filters simultaneously, like the male under 49 here, and all is recalculated instantly on the dashboard. So let's apply other filters. So we have the type of client here, and it also applies. We have different type of visualizations, different types of charts, and different metrics to calculate vertical percent. Average rating is here, and you can see the numbers are highlighted. The conditional formatting is applied according to the value. The lower value are highlighted in green, and the higher values are highlighted in sorry, the lower values are highlighted in pink, and higher values are highlighted in green. And the most interesting part is that this exact dashboard is connected with a PowerPoint report. So in case your client still wants a PowerPoint report, it's quite easy to create a template and populate it with the numbers from the dashboard. Let me download the report for you and I will show you how it works. So this is the PowerPoint slide. So as you see, the filter is applied. The filter that I selected earlier is applied to all the numbers in this deck, and I can see something different. I can actually hold on a second. I select this one, and I will get the report for each of the client segments I have in this study. Let's take a look. So we have the slides for each type of client, and you can see it indicated here at the top. All the charts are live. It's all editable. You can move them, you can edit the colors, you can change the font sizes, everything. And you can also open the underlying chart and add your numbers, whatever. So it's fully editable. Even the scatter plots are editable and everything. So that was the first example. Let's move on to the next one. And we have the segmentation study here as an example. Um, so this is a study which shows how people watch TV shows and what are the main segments of viewers. So the first page is about the viewing habits, how frequently, which platforms they use, or which types of shows they prefer. Everything is filterable by a set of filters here. So we can take a look at different audiences. And let's take a look at the segment book. So the segmentation looks like this. We can switch between segments, see the descriptions, see some media materials. You can embed pictures, you can embed links, whatever you want. The affinity index is calculated for each parameter, so you can compare the profile of your segment against total or against other segments. And also the statistical significance is calculated. Here it's indicated with the colored dots. And everything is downloadable into a PowerPoint or into Excel format. Okay, so let's take a look at the final example. It's over here. And it's the holy grail of market research, brand health tracker. So it's dedicated to a food brand, food delivery brand. And the interesting part here I would want to show you is the specific research tools which usual BI systems lack. And we have in DataTile. For example, we have the built-in brand awareness and brand usage funnels, and the conversion rates are calculated automatically. We have Venn diagrams. And for analyzing brand image, we can run the analysis of Pearson residuals and show them like this with a beautiful chart. Everything is organized into a structure of tabs. Each section consists of two parts. First is the static data, like here, the brand profile, and it's filtered by a particular wave. In this case, it's the most recent wave. And the next part is the one with the trends. You see the evolution of each KPI over time. As usual, statistical significance is indicated everywhere. And everything can be filtered by demographic filters or whatever. So that's it. There are much more examples at our website, and you can always go and take a look at different types of research and different types of visualizations. There are a lot of charts available. So I encourage you to visit it and take a look. And now I think it's time to switch to our demonstration where I will show you how this type of dashboard can be done in mere minutes. Just hold on, let me stop sharing my screen and switch to another window. Okay, so here we are. So this is the DataTile interface. This is my space, and I'm inside the folder which I called ICG webinar. I will upload the data set right now. It's a species format data set. Here it is. Let's upload it and take a look at how to organize it to start working with it. It's done, and let's start with these settings. So we see all the variables inside this data set listed here. It's just a one level list. So in order to work with it, I need to do some preparations. Actually, it can be delegated to the artificial intelligence, but for the demonstration purposes, I will show it how to do it manually. So let's start with selecting the variables which refer to the demographic section of the study. So it's audience description. Let's add them to a folder. So now they are in a separate folder. Now let's take a look at the awareness variables separately. I'm using this search option to separate the awareness variables. Let's put them all into a separate folder. That's it. So just hold on a second. Now let's separate the NPS variables as well and put them into a separate folder as well. As you can see, the system actually prompts some folder name because it sees the repeated label in the set of variables. And let's go back to the awareness folder and organize some MR sets because they are certainly multiple response questions. So we would want to create MR sets for them. So we have the aided brand awareness question here. It's coded into, let me see, it's 10 variables. I select the action and I declare a multi-response set. It's a dichotomous type of MR set, so I select the counted value, it's 1. And if I click this button, whenever I have new variables in this base, for example, if I upload a new volume of data with a new wave, and there will be new brands in this question, if they are coded with the same pattern of the variable name, they will be automatically added to the MR set. So I won't have to add them manually. So here it is. So now I can work with this variable as a single select variable. I don't need to select the whole array or do something. So it's ready. Okay, so let's take a look. What else? Let's arrange the NPS question. So this is an 10 points scale with a 0. I will select them all, and first of all, I will declare a MR set, and we have a special type of MR set which is called Net Promoter Score, which actually helps me to calculate the NPS index really quickly. So we have these definitions of segments and we have the values to calculate the index. So I just click create and here I am. So this is my variable which I'll later use to calculate the NPS index. Okay, so the last thing I would want to show you is how to deal with the time and date variables. So we have this variable which has a type of a date, and you can see it by the icon here. And actually, I can create, so it's the date and time of the end of the interview. So I would want to create some time intervals from it. For this, I click the scope icon here, and I would want to create quarters, months, and weeks. And let's edit to a separate folder. Oops, something went wrong. Okay, so here we are. If I click this variable, I see that the system created a week for each week present in the data set. The same with months and quarters. So now I can use these variables for waves, along with the wave variable I also have in this data set. Okay, so this is an example of how it can be done manually, but all the heavy lifting is done by AI nowadays. So you will just need to upload the data, and when uploading, you will tick the box where it asks whether you need the AI to pre-organize the data set for you, and it will do the trick. So now let's take a look at the ready data set.
So Lana, you've only got
Yes.
about 3 minutes left, and we want some time for question and answers. So
Okay, so let's move on. Let's start. Let's build at least something what we can have time left. So we have this data fully organized here, and let me show how to build crosstabs and how to create a very simple interactive dashboard. So let's take some variable like aided brand awareness, put it on rows, and let's add some quarters on columns. So now we have the numbers here. The significance is on, but you can set it, change the settings. It's set to trend option, so it means that it calculates each wave against the previous one. And the indication can be changed. It can be either arrows or font color or whatever. So let's switch to a chart mode. So we switch to the chart, we select the type of charts, it's line charts in this case, and let's send it to the dashboard. The dashboard, let's create a new one. Okay, so here we are, and now all we have left is to add some filters like gender. Let's add it, and I assign it to the chart as a filter. And I switch on the indication of the filter here. So if I switch to the view mode, I can see how the filter works. So we have this instantly recalculate for female and male audience. So since we've run out of time, I think I'm going to stop here. And there is one last thing to discuss, and it's
so we've got a couple of questions I want to make sure you can answer now, Svetlana. So
okay. No problem. Let's answer the question first.
Mike Dinsdale's asked, particularly because you've made it look very easy to use, but what sort of training do you offer in terms of upskilling the teams and helping us use your product? And then secondly, what sort of cost would be involved in a project like this?
The cost I was going to discuss actually in the remaining couple of minutes. And regarding the training, so the training we provide includes all the technical support. We run training sessions and Q&A sessions. You can come with different questions, and it really, well, it can be advanced. The flexibility which is given by the system is really enormous. We have advanced analytical tools like correspondence analysis, turf, factor analysis, whatever. So we will just guide you on how to use it and how to apply it in DataTile.
Great.
Hopefully it
And in terms of the costing?
Yeah. In terms of the costs, let me share my screen once again.
We've got about 60 seconds, Svetlana. So
Just Hold on a second. I'll open my presentation. So the sole professional tier is as follows. The minimal license software pricing starts from 1,050 pounds per year, and it includes some limitations for the number of users. It's one creator, you, and two collaborators. It's up to 50 rows of data, and there is no caps of number of projects. So as long as they fit into the quota, it's available to upload as many projects as you want. It includes free onboarding training and 90 minutes of support, which can be spent on Q&A or guided projects. And we also provide services, so we can do the turnkey projects for you. My team does the service part, so we can actually set up the dashboard, the data set, whatever you ask us to for you, for your project. And we also provide the free trial access exclusively for the participants of this webinar. And you can start the free trial anytime you want. When you get the project, you can come to us and ask for the free trial, and we will provide you the access to our server, and you could try it on your own. You're welcome. So
Brilliant.
that's it.
Thank you, Svetlana. That was really informative. It looks like a great platform. We've come to the end of our time. Thanks for everyone joining, and look forward to hearing and seeing everyone again on the next session, Pitch Perfect. Thanks, everyone.